Whooper. Down. Alright, hey guys, remember CCG back in the video. So with this video, I'm bringing you guys a new ranked episode. And so this is obviously Pokemon TCGP. And what we're going to be doing here is playing Paldean Clodsire EX. So you guys might be wondering what this deck is able to do. And well, we're going to be poisoning our opponent and just get an attack boost from it. So we have things like Paldean Whooper here that is able to poison. And we have things like Darkrai here that's able to flip a coin and potentially poison as well. And then what's the benefit of poisoning? That comes in Clodsire EX. If your opponent's active Pokemon is poisoned, this attack does 60 more damage. So the idea is that we poison our opponent, and then from there hit for 120, and obviously with the poison damage it'll start to chip at our opponent. And our supporters here kind of help us enable this. So obviously if our opponent tries to switch out, we can use Cyrus here, get it out. If we need to switch out, we have Leaf, and we also have one copy of X-Speed in case we need to switch out our 3 retreat Clodsire EX, which is very heavy cost, but I'm feeling pretty hopeful about the deck. And yeah, let's just get started here. We're in Pokeball rank 3, and I'm hoping that we get a bit higher, maybe even get to the Great Ball League before this. Probably not, just because it does take a while, but hopefully we can win a few matches and get as high as we can here in this episode. Before I continue the video, I just wanted to let you guys know that I have a Patreon where you can help support the channel while also influencing the content I create. The link will be in the description, so make sure to check it out. So I already have in line the next deck I want to use as well. I think it's going to be an exciting one to play with. It is going to be a water deck, I'll say that. But besides that, you guys will have to stay tuned and see see how it does. It's a little bit unconventional as well. I haven't really used too many of the meta decks besides like Beedrill. Obviously all of these decks are somewhat good, but I haven't been using like the Giratina deck, which I do plan on using. I just haven't used it yet. So yeah. So we did get our Paldean Whooper, which is fine. We're going to use Professor's Research here. Hopefully we draw something, a Clodsire EX. Okay, that's good. So now we have a setup for next turn. We got another Paldean Whooper as well. So here, this is kind of the ideal setup. We can just put a Dark Energy here. We can put a Giant Cape if we want, just to ensure that he doesn't die, which obviously there doesn't seem to be a way that he can die. So I think we're fine. But besides that, I'm just going to use Poison Jab, make sure it poisons. And then from there, next turn, we can hit for the 120. So now you see our opponent's in a weird position where he has to consider how much damage he's taking and then potentially how much damage he could take from Clodsire EX. And let's see if he's aware of how much it's able to do. Because yeah, it just seems like right now he just has Charmander, which obviously it just takes too long to want to set up here. We have been running into this Charizard deck a lot. Hopefully he gets a few tills. So he went above odds there, which is fine. So we got our Darkrai, but now we can just evolve into our Clodsire EX, put the Dark Energy on this guy, and then hit for 120, and we'll kill that Moltres EX. So that's pretty much game. I don't know how he could get out of this. He could evolve it. He could stall for time. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be able to kill this Charmander if he evolves it into Charmeleon this turn. So he could try doing that. He could just try to buy as much time as he can. It looks like that's exactly what he's going to do. And that's fine. I don't feel too threatened yet. But it would be nice if we had a Strudel here, just so that we were able to set ourselves up. But it's okay. We'll just kind of work with this and start setting up our next Paldean Whooper. Okay, so we did get Professor's Research, and I'm going to be using that. So let's draw 2 cards here. We did get 2 Strudels, so now we can start setting up our Strudels here and our Darkrais. We're going to put a Dark Energy on this, and then we're going to attack for 60. So now it's possible that he is able to go into his Garchomp, his Charizard EX, and from there be able to attack. He is going to have to remove some energies after doing so, but yeah, it looks like he conceded after that. There definitely did seem like there was a bit of a line for him to win, surprisingly, if he just got a little bit more lucky. But I don't know what he had, so obviously we can't really guess here. But that we did reach Pokeball rank 4, and that is with our win streak here. We have a 6 win streak And so that gave us an extra 12 points and got us just at Pokeball rank 4. That's pretty exciting. Hopefully we can get to the Great Ball League today. Alright, let's see. So we've been running into Charizard a lot in the last couple of days. It seems like a very common deck. This guy's level 42. I did check. I'm level 37 right now. So that kind of gives you an idea of how experienced this player is. Okay, so I'm going to play my Paldean Wooper and my Strudel. And just start it here. So I'm going to activate Professor's Research here in order to draw 2 cards. We got our red and our Clodsire EX, so that's great. We have a pretty good setup here for next turn as we can go into our Paldean Clodsire EX and our Graphae. Sadly, I wanted to poison here beforehand, but obviously we're going second, so we're just going to have to work with that and hope that we flip for the poison. Looks like he's going to be doing some chip damage here with his Darkrai EX. Uses Pokeball, so I'm still not entirely sure what type of build this is. Darkrai has become just this generic piece that people are just putting in any deck they can. So it's a little hard to pinpoint what it is. It could be Darkrai Giratina. It could just be like Darkrai Weavile, if people are still playing that build. Oh, so it's the Darkrai Magnezone. So this one I really like. It's one of my favorite decks. It was just super fun and it helped me get the current or the previous win streak event. It definitely helped me during that time. So I'm very fond of that deck. But yeah, let's just use our Pokeball here and get our Strudel. And now let's use the Professor's Research. Might as well draw 2 more cards here. Got another Pokeball, so that's great. Let's draw that. Let's get our Paldean Wooper. Okay, so here I could use my X speed and go into this Paldean Wooper just to ensure that has a little bit more health. Which I'm kind of tempted by, to be honest. Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do that. Let's see. So he's gonna be able to hit me for 20. I think I am just gonna use the X speed. Go into this Wooper. And then just evolve it here. Oh, right. I completely blanked on the fact that, yeah, this is the one that I evolved here. Okay, so I think this. I guess let's do this first. Let's evolve Graphae. Let's see how the coin flip goes. I keep on having like these lapses where I'm like I just forget about what I'm doing, but that's fine. I don't know if I should evolve it though. That is the thing I'm thinking about. I think my timer ran out, so they just slipped past my turn here. That's very annoying. I needed to put down that dark energy. Oof, I might have fumbled this one, guys. Yeah, I think I kind of fumbled this one. Even if I put the dark energy on the leading Wooper, that would have still been a good play. So we're waiting for him to return. Let's see. He's taking a bit. Not as long as I was taking. He's still playing it out. Okay, so let's evolve here. No point in poisoning. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna let this possibly die and just start powering it up. Obviously, we could coin flip, but there's no point. So let's see what our opponent does. Let's see if we can make it up here. I need to start like locking in here. I keep on just letting stuff like that happen when I really shouldn't be letting it happen. It's okay. It does seem like it's still potentially winnable. Okay, he's going into his Darkrai EX. So that's okay. I mean, he got rid of all those energies. He is trying to just... Hopefully we get a... We do have our leaf here. So if we need to, we can just do that. I'm gonna have to hope that Graphae is gonna get a good outcome. So let's see. Hopefully Darkrai is able to poison. Let's see. Nope. So Darkrai let me down here. I kind of needed that in order to ensure that he was gonna be able to kill this. Okay, so I'm thinking then, just to make sure that the next turn I am fine with the Paldean Clodsire, I am just gonna attack with Paldean Wooper, which seems strange, but I want to get that poison down. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Just to make sure that this Darkrai EX is poisoned and I can kill it next turn. Yeah, so this would have been a lot more winnable if I didn't do that misplay. Let's see if I'm still able to recover from here. Okay, so he's gonna kill the Paldean Wooper. That's okay. We're gonna go into our Paldean Clodsire. Thankfully, he's not able to hit us here. He's gonna have to retreat if he wants to go. Okay, so he's gonna retreat. Looks like he might just go straight for the Magnezone play. No, he's going for the Darkrai EX. Okay. So it looks like he's just cycling between these two. Okay, that's not too bad, to be honest. They're both at... This one's at 120. If I can poison him, I could kill the next one. Well, actually, I can take care of either of these. So I might just keep the Cyrus here. Yeah, because I'm going to do 10 damage anyways from the poison. So I think I'm just going to use Darkrai here. Hopefully Darkrai doesn't let me down. There you go. Okay, I really needed him to hit that, so that's great. And he already went tails the other time, so it's okay. I don't feel like it was too unfair for me to get that. And yeah, I'm just going to hit for 120, kill it with the poison. And yeah, that's going to get us the 2 prize cards, or the 2 points here. We're still at 160, so Magnezone can hit for 110. I'm feeling pretty good, surprisingly, about this, even though I made that critical misplay. It just kind of shows you how good this deck is, I think, that it's able to perform like this. So we still have the Cyrus. I think we're in a good position. Hopefully we can draw the Darkrai just so that we have a higher chance of poisoning this guy. So he's going to use Nightmare Aura. Looks like he's going to use the Volt Charge as well. He might evolve this turn. Yeah. So he's evolving this turn, and he might just retreat and go for the 110. I don't know if he wants to do that. But let's see, that might just be what he does. If he retreats here, okay, so he is retreating. He's going to do the 110. He's going to discard that electric energy. Let's see. Okay, I did get my other Clodsire EX, which is not great. I think in order to stall, I'm thinking of just using Cyrus here in order to get the Darkrai EX out. Hope for the coin flip. If not, he still has to... Yeah, I'd have to retreat, actually. But I think that's the play. I think that's the play. So I think I'm going to use Cyrus here, get out his Darkrai EX. If we get this coin flip and it's a heads, we win the game. If we don't, then I'm going to have to switch out, because otherwise he's going to win next turn. So he didn't. I mean, the Darkrai failed me here, which is fine. Okay, so I'm going to have to retreat, like I said. I'm just going to go into my Shroodle. Yeah, because he's just going to point. He's just going to use his Darkrai's ability and kill me. So I'm just going to go into the Shroodle. Just kind of keep Darkrai here. I need to... Well, yeah, I just need to ensure that he survives. It's okay if Shroodle dies, because he's only going to get 1 prize card out of that. So I don't mind that too much. I just don't... I need to make sure that Darkrai doesn't die here. So he's just putting an energy down, just kind of like I said here. Okay, so we did get that second Darkrai. That's good. we can poison this now. So I'm just gonna evolve this Grafai. I'm gonna put this cape on it, just to kind of increase his health, and then start powering up my Clodsire EX. This is very strange the way I'm kind of going around this, going about this, but I have Leaf here, so next turn I can retreat. Let's just try to poison this guy. Hopefully he doesn't have another Leaf or something. And then next turn we could just hit for the 120. That's kind of the plan here. Hopefully this kind of goes how I'm planning out. If not, then obviously we're going to lose it, but let's just end the turn here. We poison him. So he's probably going to put that dark energy. No, so he's going to use Cyrus here and just switch out the Paldean Clodsire. So yeah, that's GG. He's just going to be able to put that dark energy and kill it. So I'm pretty mad here that, oh, it only does 20 damage, right? Oh yeah, but okay, but I'm like mixing up how much damage each attack does here, or each ability. But I'm still kind of mad here because this was easily like a winnable game, but I just kind of fumbled it. And you know what? I'm gonna include it for you guys just to show you that, you know, I'm still making mistakes like this. That sucks, but let's just keep climbing up. It was still an entertaining game. It went down to a coin flip right there. And, you know, because of that, sometimes you're going to lose them, and that was just the time where I lost it. This guy's level 39, so he's an experienced player. Let's see what he's playing. He has a Chimchar. Maybe he's playing the Inferno APX, but I doubt it. I'm going to be going first here. I'm going to play my Paldean Wooper because that's my only option. So he's playing Sneasel. I wonder if this is the Weavile Darkrai. Okay, I might just activate Professor's Research. I have a pretty good setup here. Hopefully I can draw. Nope, so I got a Fai. I think this is fine. Let's just end our turn here. He can attack with Sneasel. Even if he gets 2 heads, he won't be able to kill me. Watch him have like something that gives him an attack boost. But okay. I don't think he's gonna have anything like that, especially because he used Professor's Research, so we should be good here. At least to survive for next turn. So he activated Giant Cape. It's gonna start powering up the Sneasel here. Let's see. Hopefully it doesn't get 2 heads. Okay, that's fine. That's within odds. So we drew this. Drew Leaf here, but that's okay. Let's just use Professor's Research. Hopefully we get our... Nope. I was hoping we'd get Trudel here. Don't seem to be pulling too well here. I'm wondering if I should just attack with... No, I don't think it's worth the risk. Yeah, probably not. Oh, this is what sucks with this deck though. Sometimes you just don't get Trudel. And now we're just screwed here a bit just because it's harder to start it up. If there was a more consistent way of getting poison out in this game, it would definitely help. Now he's just gonna be able to hit us for 70. I do have red, which is nice. We can do 80 damage here if we want. Maybe just to scare him a little bit. Like maybe he'll think that we have another red and that'll just kind of prevent him from playing this Weavile. Let's see. So I did get a Pokeball. That's great. That's what we were looking for. We got the Shroodle. Okay, so I'm gonna put the Dark Energy on my Paldean Clodsire EX, of course. Okay, so this is where I was thinking, should I use red here to try to scare him? Is that like an actual play? Is that worth doing it here? Just because he might be scared that we'll have another red, and now he's at range and he won't. Maybe it'll make him double think. think about it. Let's try doing that. It's a weird play, but I'm hoping here that it is gonna scare him a little bit. Just knowing that he could die to another hit from this. If I had red. So he puts Darkrai EX, which is annoying. Because now he could just put a Dark Energy on that, hit me for 20. And yeah, he puts me in range for the Weavile EX. That's unfortunate. If only we drew the Strudel early on. There's no way for us to win this one, so we're just going to concede it here. Yeah, that's just what sucks. Sometimes you just don't get the setup for it. Paldean Clodsire EX is it's doing okay so far, but I wish it was performing a little bit better. I just need to get better draws here, and ultimately that's what goes down with a lot of these card games. Okay, so we will be going first. We got Strudel, which is not the ideal lead, but it is the lead we have. We don't have any ways to draw either. So this is Houndour, Slugma. Interesting. I don't know what this deck is. Do you guys know what this happens to be? I do have Strudel and Graphite, so I am going to be able to evolve this right away if I want to. I don't know what the objective of this deck is, just because I've never played against it, but it seems interesting so far. Never even seen this art for Slugma. So he's gonna put a Rocky Helmet on the Slugma. Looks like the Slugma's gonna take the role of like a tank, or at least be able to discourage your opponent from attacking. He's gonna put a Fire Energy here. Hit me for 20. Okay, so we did get a Pokeball. Hopefully we get our Paldean Wooper here, which we did. I'm gonna put my Paldean Wooper, and then I'm gonna put a Giant Cape on my Strudel to make sure he doesn't die, and a Giant Cape on my Paldean Wooper. The nice thing is that I can start just powering up this Paldean Wooper here. Yeah, I think. It puts me in a strange position, but I think I am gonna do that. Just try to do damage by poisoning. It also kind of avoids the Rocky Helmet here. Just doing some sort of damage. Which is all we need to do right now. We're just trying to get some chip damage in. He is going to get his Charmeleon here. Start powering it up. So it's not the Moltres Charmeleon build, which is interesting that he's avoiding that. So again, he's going to hit me for Flare, do the 10 damage. Or 20 damage, and then do 10 damage to him. Here I can evolve my Wooper. I'm wondering if I should just try to see if I could draw. No, I'm only going to get one draw out of this. I was going to say maybe I could try to get... I think right now he's very limited on what he has, so I'm okay with just kind of waiting this out and seeing what happens. Next turn, I know I can just retreat and go into Paldean Clodsire. It seems like he's not liking his draws, so I'm okay with just letting him keep that one card and not, you know, reset it. Yeah, it looks like he's just going straight into attacking. We're going to poison here. That's great. I did get Paldean Wooper, so that's good for us. Because now we can just retreat here, go into the Paldean Clodsire, and start setting up that Wooper next turn. But from there, we can just attack and kill the Slugma. He's going to do 20 damage, which is fine. So do you guys know what this deck is supposed to like accomplish? His deck? Just having Houndour and Magcargo, is it in any way like an actual meta deck? Because this guy, from what I recall, was a high level player. So he seems to be knowing he seems to know what he's doing. So he's going to do 60 damage here. So he's going to switch up. So that's good for him. Being able to switch up my Graphite here means that I won't have that poison outcome, which is a smart play. Definitely the right play for him. So I'm wondering if I should get out my Paldean Clodsire, or if I should Yeah, because he's gonna do 200 damage, which is crazy. I think I'm just gonna get the Paldean Wooper out here, which is odd, but I think it's just so I could start poisoning this guy. Let's use Iono here. Hopefully we draw something that can kind of get us out of this situation. Got Shrootle on red, so this could be good. I'm gonna use Paldean Wooper here in order to poison. So hopefully he doesn't have another Cyrus. He puts a giant cape on Charizard, which is annoying. That kind of ruins what I was thinking here. Because we're going to be able to poison, do the 170. Let's see, it'll get him to 170. I have to get out my Paldean Clodsire here, regardless of what's going to happen. So that'll get him to 170. I could use Sabrina, but that won't accomplish much, obviously. Being able to do 200 damage off the bat is pretty scary. So we can do 120, and then with the red do 140 total, which obviously just isn't enough. Even with the poison at the end of the turn, just gonna get him to 150. So it looks like it's pretty much GG here. We're just gonna activate red, see if he can help us out a little bit, and just attack with a 140 and then the 10 poison damage. This is the thing about the game, right? It's all about just setting up quickly as possible, and being able to set up before your opponent. He's gonna attack with his Charizard EX, and yeah, just killed my Paldean Clodsire EX. Ugh. It just sucks. Sometimes this deck just takes forever to set up, and your opponent just capitalizes on that. Like, he was able to set up a Charizard EX there, and just not having a consistent way to poison your opponent, leaving it to a coin flip often too, it just isn't great. Hopefully I can get you guys a pretty good match using Paldean Clodsire. So far the luck just hasn't been on our side here. It's been a little disappointing, but level 43 Hammer here. Let's see if he's good. Okay, so it's loading up. We got matching sleeves. Looks like we're going first. That's okay as long as we get our Wooper. We got 2 Shroodles. So this is the part where it's a little disappointing. We really need to be able to draw at least into our Paldean Woopers in order to get this going. If not, it's going to make this a lot more difficult. So let's see, he's got his Coughing and his Darkrai. Okay, that's fine. So we're going to go first here. We did get Professor's Research, so hopefully we do draw into our Paldean Wooper. We did get Pokeball, which just gets us into our Paldean Wooper, so that's great. Now we can start setting that up. But obviously we are hoping that we are able to draw the Paldean Clodsire within the next 2 turns, just so we could start attacking with it. So he's going to do damage to our Shrootle here, which is okay because we do have our X speed. If we need to, we can just get out of it. Okay, so here I'm tempted to use Iono just to... Oh, okay, so this is a little weird. I do kind of want to use Iono just to get my Paldean Clodsire. I might just need to wait a little bit to see if I just get it naturally. I do want to evolve these 2 guys though. Yeah, I might not use Iono here just because I want to keep my 2 Grafai's, because I really do need to maximize the odds of poisoning, as it's just a lot more difficult to play this deck without being sure of getting a poison here. And so that might be what I'm gonna have to do. So for now, I'm just gonna evolve these 2. We'll see next turn what happens, but for now, let's just try to poison the Coughing. We did poison it, so that's great. From there, we can just end the turn. Let's see what our opponent does here. I remember when people were hyped about this Jigglypuff because it gave them the ability to sleep. Okay, so this is Weezing. Weezing's pretty solid. I did have a Weezing deck. I forgot what I combined it with. It's like Weezing Arbok or something. But yeah, it's pretty good deck. Pretty good like poison deck here as well. So again, I could try this too if you guys want to see Weezing with Paldean Wooper. That could be worth attempting. And then just put in Cobra. I do have a full art Cobra, so that could give me a chance to use that. Okay, but yeah, so I'm thinking of just using the X speed here, just to retreat if I need to, and then afterwards, yeah. So I'm gonna use X speed because I do want to retreat this. I don't want him to die, and then use the Iono in order to draw 2 cards. Hopefully we get our Paldean Clodsire. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. Just 1 copy. Nope. So that sucks. That was what I was fishing for. We are going to be able to retreat, so let's just retreat here. We're going to go into our Grafai. And then we're just going to poison him. Looks like we're just doing a little bit of a poison off here. So let's poison that. It's super disappointing when we just aren't drawing what we need. It makes it a lot more difficult to use this deck here. Just because, yeah, we desperately need Paldean Clodsire, and us just not getting into it makes it super difficult to accomplish anything. So he's gonna activate Gas League. Makes sense. It's just a stage 1 as well. I'm not even going into stage 2. But still, it's just super difficult to get any of this done. I'm hoping that this turn we draw at least our Professor Oak and then draw into that. Let's see. Nope. So again, we just aren't getting any luck with this. It's just making it super difficult for us to accomplish anything. I'm just going to put a Dark Energy on that so I can start attacking with it next turn if I need to. And then just poison here. So I'm getting all the poisons here, which is funny. Because I'm not really getting it when I need it with my Paldean Clodsire. Sucks because this deck seems pretty cool on paper, but it just super relies on luck here. And I think we've had more success with the decks that just do flat damage that don't rely on things like poison or like coin flips that come through the poison, you know. So here I'm just gonna go let him take that. I'm gonna go into my Paldean Wooper. I'm gonna just have to hope that I did draw that I'm going to draw my Paldean Clodsire here. So I can survive this. Barely, but I do survive it. So yeah, no. We didn't get our Paldean Clodsire, so that's a concede there. Just super unlucky. We're just not getting any sort of luck with this deck, unfortunately. But yeah, let's see. I just want to get you guys at least one more win, even though this deck has been pretty disappointing so far. We did go up a rank, so that's great. At least we did go up a bit. As long as we're making some progress in the series here, that's always good to see. So hopefully we do get the setup we need. So we did get our Paldean Wooper. So this is pretty much ideal. As long as I get these two, I'm kind of okay. Just because it ensures that I can kind of kill my opponent's first thing. It's just awkward when I prefer to go second with this deck, which seems strange because you want to evolve into this right away. But going second with this would mean my opponent doesn't get that energy. I could just attack with the Paldean Wooper. And then after next turn, just go into my Paldean Clodsire. Regardless though, I'm just going to draw 2 cards. Activate, put my giant cape on this. Yeah, see, because now our opponent is just going to be able to attack us. He can just start attacking us. And yeah, we would have benefited from just putting that energy down because we can't even attack next turn to begin with. So we didn't really care about having the energy on it. Let me know if you guys do want me to go back to this deck. You know, but it just seems like we've been losing a lot. I think we got like 1 win in and just a bunch of losses, which sucks. A lot of it too was, you know, me just not playing it to its full ability. But I think a big part of it was just Just not getting lucky here. Especially with the fighting matchup is just not great. Getting a Graphite, like, okay. You know, we have 2 Graphites. That sucks. I might need to just start maximizing like Ionos just to ensure, or not ensure, but increase the possibility of getting something good. So let's see if he evolves his Riolu here. I feel like he's probably going to have enough to, he's going to have the Lucario in his hand. I also made that Garchomp Cynthia deck. That deck was pretty fun. I was enjoying it. I'm just kind of not a big fan of like the way RNG works with the energy generation in this game, so it can be pretty annoying if you're playing a 2-color deck. So we're just waiting for this guy here. Just thinking about it a lot. I wonder if he does have the Riolu or the Lucario to evolve his Riolu here. This guy's taking a minute. There you go. He decides to switch out. That's okay. We're going to be able to kill this next turn. He's going to growl. Oh, no. So we're not going to be able to kill it because he did that. See, during your opponent's next turn, attacks used by defending Pokemon do 20 less damage. Yeah, so that's annoying. He kind of just prevented me from killing anything. I was thinking about using Sabrina just to kill something, but nope, looks like he's safe. So I'm just going to do the 40 damage here. I did draw the Shroodle, so that's good. Now we got a Graphite. So we're in a very good position here. It's definitely still winnable for him, but the fact that he had to use an energy to use that. Oh, so he's going to have the Marowak. It says Bone Meringue Marowak. If he gets 2 heads, I'm cooked. If he doesn't, I could still win this. Yeah, Marowak EX. So let's see. He got 1 tails, 2 tails. So that's what I hate about Marowak EX when I was playing it. It's just, again, coin flipping. I just don't like playing decks where you have to coin flip, because you don't want to leave your destiny up to that type of thing. And I'm saying that as I'm playing this deck, and I'm about to leave my destiny to this coin flip. Yep, that's just what happens when you rely on these type of decks. They're just not reliable. I'm just gonna put a Dark Energy on my Graphite in case he needs to attack. I have a feeling that he's gonna have to attack, and just attack with Venoshock. Do the 60 damage. So now he's in range where that can die. He can obviously still try to go and kill this. If he gets 2 heads, he is able to kill my Marowak or my Paldean Clodsire EX here. So he might just try for it. And obviously, honestly, he doesn't have too much to lose if he does go try for it, as he's already in a pretty weird position, and I don't know how he'd be able to overtake this. So he's starting to evolve his Gibble into the Gabite here. So he did not want to risk it and just went straight into his Gabite. Just attack here for the 50. Okay, that's fine with me. I'm going to activate my Professor's Research here. So what's good is that I'm going to be able to get the Pokeball here in order to activate it and get... So I was happy. I was actually thought I was going to get my Shroodle. I forgot that I still have another Paldean Wooper. That's okay. Let's just try to coin flip. Hopefully we get lucky, but you know, knowing our luck. Oh, there we go. So we got it. That's great because now we're actually able to kill that. So cool. The nice thing is that right now we're having a little bit better luck than the Marowak EX deck. Let me know if you guys want me to play that deck too, if you want to see me suffer, because Marowak EX, yeah, it's pretty fun if you go, you know, get the 160, but you know, your odds of hitting that are just not in your favor. And then the fact that you have the same odds of getting 2 of doing nothing as well is pretty devastating. But I've had matches where I won games just because I was able to do 160 when I really shouldn't have there. So he's gonna heal the 20. That doesn't make a difference because obviously I hit for 60 either way. Here, okay, so now he can kill me if he gets just 1 heads. So now he's just hoping for that. Okay, so even though there's a good chance that he's gonna kill my Paldean Clodsire, yeah, so here he's gonna do 2 heads. So he went from 2 tails to 2 heads, and that's how you live with Marowak EX. 200 damage right there. So he doesn't know that we have a red in our hand. We can just go into our Grafai. Our red will let us do 20 more damage. And Grafai does 40 damage to begin with. It was scary to see that Arceus, but thankfully we don't have to go against it. We're just gonna have to kill this guy here. Put the red, and then just hit for 60. Yep, he conceded. It's funny how quickly people concede when I was just about to win right there, like just by attacking. This screen looks cool, by the way. The victory with the rainbow Paldean Clodsire EX looks amazing. But yeah, let's see how where that takes us. So victory. 315. So yeah, I played quite a few amount of matches with this deck. It just didn't perform the way I wanted it to. At least we got, I think, 2 wins here at the end. It's still a fun deck if you're okay with the coin flips, but in terms of it being consistently good, it doesn't seem like it. Maybe I need to run the second copy of Iono just to make the odds a little bit higher. But overall, the deck was fun. I just don't think it was as good as the other 2 decks we played. So far, this would be my least favorite out of the 3. But if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and all that. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.